Yeah, what are we, a Big 12 show or something? What are we
Yeah, we're
doing?
absolutely a Big 12 show. Welcome,
You and this
welcome in,
Big 12, I know you know the Big 12, so that's good. Yes, what's the
welcome
next
in.
game?
Oklahoma State at Baylor. Baylor
Oklahoma
minus
State,
2.5, total
basketball,
57.
right?
Oklahoma State with a little bit of an advantage here. They're off an open week, but they're hitting the road for the first time. Now, you're developing a theme, or you're probably seeing a theme develop in this show. Oklahoma State has beaten Central Michigan, a mess of an Arizona State team and program,
Ooh,
and
dang.
Arkansas Pine Bluff,
Arkansas Pine Bluff is a football team?
apparently.
I know you
Oklahoma
don't know
State
their
just beat them.
nickname, so I got you there.
You know what? I actually don't. You do have me on that one.
Damn right. All right.
Baylor just went into Iowa State and won. Has been
Yep.
on the road to BYU. They got beat in that one, but they're a
Yep.
little more battle tested. A lot of people high on Baylor before the season. I probably wasn't as high, but to me, this is another one of those Baylor at home, Oklahoma on the road for the first season, playing its first legitimate opponent here. I think I like Baylor at this short number.
This
Agree,
is
disagree?
Oklahoma State's legitimate first road game.
Hmm.
Okay. This is Oklahoma State's first like real game.
Hmm.
Is it not? I think Baylor's already been tested. Who'd they play last week?
Iowa State on the road and won.
Is that a good win?
It's a good win. You go on the road and win, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Iowa
Okay.
State's not what it was, but that's a good road win.
The game against Baylor or the game against BYU that Baylor had on the road a couple weeks ago. It was a late nighter out west. Watched the whole game. Are you worried about Baylor's offense looking at this game?
Well, I'm not, because Oklahoma State lost everybody on defense. That was a historically good defense from the
They
Cowboys
were
last year.
yeah,
They
yeah.
lost. They lost almost, not almost all those guys. They lost a lot of those guys, a lot of their guys. So they're rebuilding that defensive side. Baylor's going to load up and try and big boy you. I think this on this short number, less than a field goal. Oklahoma State. This isn't newbie. Don't hit the music. This isn't quite a show me, because I'm not taking a. But this would be an Oklahoma State. Okay, I got to see what you've got. You haven't played anybody, and you lost a lot on that great defense from last year. What do you have? Show me what you've got.
Sounds like an under. How are we betting under in this Big 12 game? Like the first move came to the over, but this feels like this might be. Oh man, the Big 12 games, as they start to get into the conference games, you guys have to get out of your mind, because I'm guilty of this too, is that, oh, this is like last year. This is, and you remember last year's game because they play each other every year. You got to remember the turnover, like you just talked about. You got to remember that they may be a different team identity-wise. I think Baylor can score some points a little bit now. I think, at least just when you look at the numbers, and again, we're just looking at the numbers, we're looking ahead. It's Tuesday. I think, what does a shootout surprise you in this football game the way it plays out?
Yes. Yes.
It does. So
Yes.
it doesn't surprise me. Like, I'm looking at these numbers and I'm going, this might end up with both teams
Yeah, but what
in
number?
the
What number do
30s
you use from Oklahoma State? I mean, you can't take anything off their offensive numbers so far. I mean,
because
look at
of who
that.
they played, right?
Look at who they've played. I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. You got to show me that. I mean,
Wait a second.
Oklahoma
I'm
State now.
finally looking at the numbers, and you're telling me don't look at the numbers. You look at the
Not
numbers all the time, and now I'm looking at the wrong numbers. So
can't.
now I don't know what
You
the hell's going
you
on here.
tell.
You look at the numbers when you're supposed to look at the numbers. I'm trying to be part of the show and look at the
Correct.
numbers, and you tell me don't look at the numbers. Now I'm confused.
Not here. Not
Oh,
here.
God.
You got to play somebody. Oklahoma State hasn't. Maybe they go in and win, and that'll be an impressive win for the Cowboys. Spencer Sanders is in his 9th year as a starter at Oklahoma State, so they've got an experienced quarterback. I'm just saying they have not played anybody yet. I've got to see them do it before I'm on board with the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll shelf that one then. I'm looking at Baylor, actually, like you said, at that short number.
Yeah, that's the side.
But completely not surprised if Oklahoma State goes there and win. Now, as far as the line movement, I think 3. We'll get to 3. And this thing isn't flying up to 4.5, 5, or anything like that. I think they're waiting in line to take Oklahoma State here. So just keep that in mind. But I think sneaky wise, I think the total's an overplay. And I love unders, but I think my first thought on this is over.